Okay. Let's see how this goes. So this is basically... So, alright. So I'm starting off pausing here. Basically, this is going to be a supplementary, like, episode. I pulled one of the levels that, like, the first level I tried on Expert, uncleared. And I decided to just try to beat it on my own. This is pre-recorded. Or at least the footage is pre-recorded. And, I've spliced together, basically, the ending run. I'm not sure if I'll do this for every level, but just some of them. But, yeah, I did not beat this first try. It took me about half an hour to beat this level. But let's just get into it. It had one person that cleared it after I gave up on it, and now I have cleared it, so it now has 2 clears. It's called Fuego versus Hielo. As you can see, world record, 2 minutes and 32 seconds, 1 clear. And here's my clear. Now I've immediately spliced here into the beginning of my final run. Actually, after this part. Not that it matters. But obviously, you got this first section where you gotta dodge the fireball. It's kind of a troll. You got a checkpoint there. Now, here you can go either way here. You've got to do both, though. It's kind of a problem. You got to jump over this fireball, come back, get the fire flower. You can beat this without the fire flower. It's just kind of hard. I think I ended up taking 1 hit here. So I was pretty careful in this section to try to, take these guys out without taking damage, because I did want to keep my power up as long as I could, so I got them. This jump is actually possible to make if you jump from the second pipe to the third. You can keep the momentum and just jump right over that fire thing, but it's kind of tough, so I decided to be more careful about it. With these, I got a bad cycle. This is kind of RNG, but you gotta wait for them. This part's excruciating for me, so every time I tried to do this level, I had to slowly walk through these fireballs. I could run through it, but I would absolutely definitely lose my power-up doing that, so... Just slowly, meticulously walking through, and we got a bad cycle there, but we can make it. We gotta wait till it comes back up to jump over. I decided to do... So this part sucks. I missed this jump so many times, because you have to keep the momentum from the second thing to get over there, but this is the end of the fire section, basically, and you get the red coin here, so you gotta jump up, get the red coin. Now, I managed to keep my mushroom, but not my fire flower power-up. That's fine. Hold on, let me just go back a second. That's way too far. Yeah, this jump here, this jump sucks so much. So you have to time it so that the second ones go down, and you have to keep your momentum jumping from the first fire thing to the second one, or else you just, like, I found it really difficult to keep my momentum and hit to that jump. So I was basically going off of sound there to determine when I should be going, and I timed that correctly, but I did lose my power-up there. Kind of just unfortunate, but, having the power-up doesn't help a whole heck of a lot in the next section, but it's better than nothing, So here, I'd like to point out that I think the level creator didn't properly do the checkpoint here. I think I see what the intention was here, was to, like, you get 1 coin and then you hit the checkpoint again, and then you can go to the next section and do it, and you only have to do each section once. But because there's only 1 checkpoint, it doesn't work. So optimally, he would have a checkpoint on the previously before hitting this checkpoint, probably just on the other side of that pipe, or in another section if you wanted to, avoid the cheesing of hitting the checkpoint, and then that would make that room really easy to do. Because then you would hit this checkpoint and you'd be saved with the 1 red coin. But the level creator is an idiot and implemented this wrong. So you have to do both sections in 1 try. So if you mess up one of the... Like, if I do this section, if I mess up in the cold section, I have to do the whole level over again. And that's really what made this level suck. So now I have to go over to the cold section and finish this part up. Let me tell you, I was not happy about that. I beat the cold section the first time I beat it. Realized the checkpoint, I screwed that up also. You can make it through there. I did it many, many times. You just got to slowly walk through, but on my final attempt, I just completely bungled it and just decided to run through. So luckily I had the power-up, or that would have been the end for me. We hit this guy so we can get a snowball. If you just jump up from here, you can hit it pretty easy, but you want to jump on top of this blue switch so that you can get the proper height to make this jump, that jump. Here, you got to pick up this snowball. It's the only one without a spike. Now, that is actually a lot harder than it looks. I tried many times to, like, throw the snowball from on top of the snowman there, and it just doesn't line up. So I found the best way to get it was just to run and basically line myself right up in it, knock it like right next to it, and then just duck in underneath the switch. This part's kind of wonky. This part kind of sucks because you're slipping around on this platform. You got to make sure that goes away so you can make the jump back up. The rest of this is not super hard. These can like knock you around, but it's not really a huge deal. This part can trip you up. Luckily I saw it the first time I went through. I didn't get tricked by this. But you want to hit these before going through, or you won't be able to get another snowball. You want to bring the third snowball. You want to go back, get the third snowball, and then you want to go through the first one, but you won't be able to go back, so you only get one attempt to get that, or else you're just kind of soft blocked and you can't make it through. Now this jump's not that bad. Just jump up there, slide through the icicles, and now you got this jump. This is pretty much the end of this section. So you want to jump on these two guys. You'll get a snowball from each one. You might think you only need one snowball, but alas, you don't. You need one to hit the switch, and I think I screwed this up the first time going through here. Yeah, okay, so I got the snowball, and you want the snowball in this door for this guy. I accidentally killed him here. I tried to see if I could do anything with that snowball, but no, I can't. You don't want to kill him with the snowball, but you want to take out... I think I screwed it up again here, so we'll watch me screw it up a second time. So I got that. I hit the snowballs into each other, and now I'm screwed. So I got to go back. This jump is actually... I mean, I'm pretty sure it's impossible. I don't think you can jump high enough to get on top of that guy without knocking out one of his things. Now, time started to run out here, which was kind of a bummer for me. So here, I'll knock out one of his things so that he's at 4 blocks, and then that jump's way easier to do. I think that's what you're supposed to do. But yeah, overall, this level took me about half an hour. It was a difficult level. It sucked. I don't know if I'm gonna do this for every level that I skipped, but I thought it'd be a fun little thing to come back and do it. So, yeah, obviously I took a full minute longer than she did, so she was really speeding through this. I don't know how she was able to beat it that fast, but she did. So, you know, good for her. I didn't get a world record. I thought about liking it, but realized that I didn't really like it very much. But I still left a comment. It wasn't bad enough to boo, but I can't really say I liked it. Mostly because of that he messed up the checkpoint system, and it made it much harder to beat that level. And as we'll see here, 2 clears, 197 attempts. Obviously, I did not get that first try. I just spliced it to make it look like that. And I don't know if all the attempts, because it was 156, so maybe 41 attempts were all mine. Somebody else could have been playing the level. I don't really know. But that's that level. So yeah,